Hey there, guys. Welcome back. You're at the Thrifty Journal Shop. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Amber, and I'm so glad that you're here. So today we are going to be dealing with this beautiful bright sun. I swear, I have not seen the sun, honestly, in probably 2 weeks. It has been pretty gloomy here, which is something that happens here in the north, in northern Michigan. We do lose the sun. I get through it a lot with just getting out in nature and creating art. So today I've got this beautiful sun. I've got a shadow and I've tried to experiment. I got a different tripod for my phone. And anyway, it just really wasn't working out today in that location. So I just thought, you know what, let's have some fun in the sun. So today I'm gonna share with you what I've been working on. I don't think I've been on here for 2 weeks. I was working in my gingerbread journal and my other journal, but then I just sort of lost the Christmas mojo, which happens. I just went in a different direction, and I've just been creating in all different other avenues and ways, and which has just been super fun. And I'm going to share some of that with you. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and that you are enjoying the new year. I have got a lot on the docket. I'm working on some different journals. I've got a lot of ideas for journals. I think I'm going to be having some fabric journals that I had showed. And I'll probably have some Valentine-y journals. I'm probably going to have some Easter ones. I might do them in smaller increments. Sometimes I get to creating like 4 or 5 journals at one time. And honestly, it just sort of fries me. So I think I'm going to maybe take it down a little notch and maybe put 2 or 3 out there. I'm going to show you what I've been working on. And like I said, I've got lots of ideas in my head, lots of ideas for videos. So I think the last video I did, I showed my trash journal. And I had a request to actually put together my cover and show how I do my cover and my spine. So I'm collecting for that. And maybe in February we'll do that, maybe before then. But in the meantime, I had created this journal. I have a video showing how I made this journal. This is just a paper sack. And for those of you guys who have been around my channel a while, you know I love using paper bags for covers. I like covering them with fabric. I like painting on them. I like using them as pages. And I made this cover using food coloring. I just squirted food coloring on it. I'll leave the video, like I said, down below. And then all the pages in here I created also using food coloring. And I just squirted the food coloring on the paper, and I love how these papers turned out. So bright and vibrant. And so I didn't really want to cover a lot of these pages up because I just thought they were so pretty. So I was just going to show you some of the things that I have been working on, some ideas if you're looking to work in a trashy art journal. This is more so like a glue book style so far because really all I've done is like glue items down. One of the things that I've really been working on is I've been doing lots of slow stitching, and I've got some really big hearts and stars I've been working on, and I've got some different ideas for them. So this is just using scraps of fabric. I made like a master board, and then I cut some hearts out. This is some fabric and paper. And then I just slow stitched around the heart. I just think it gives like such a unique look. And then these would be really cool. Like you could write little quotes or maybe affirmations. I don't know. They just make me feel happy. So just have them tucked in here. Let's see. I was just going to show you some stuff that I've been doing. I have been doing lots of drawing, and I love to draw. And so this is really something I've been doing over the last couple weeks. Again, it's just dabbling in drawing, and I'm on YouTube. I'm kind of taking not a class, but I'm watching some drawing videos, and I've got some other stuff I'm going to share with you too. I don't want to overwhelm or do too much in this video. But anyway, I have been making a lot of my own fodder. or embellishments, ephemera, whatever. And so I'm going to do some of that on camera, because I'm going to show you how you can make, some whimsical cats, and I've got some owls I made that turned out really cool. So this has just been a place for me to just like glue a lot of my own work down. This is actually part of a napkin. So when you, like, if you ever have decoupaged, which probably you guys have, you know how you pull the napkin apart, the ply, and you have this sheet, or sometimes you might have two. I saved a bunch of these, and I'm going to show you what you can do with these. But one of the things I did was I squirted it with food coloring, and I'm actually going to do that on camera with you and then show you different things you can do with it. But what I did was I just squirted it, and then I let them dry, and I made just a little flower out of that. And I also took them and made a bunch of, like, almost, they look like fabric ruffles with it. And I just sewed down the center and ruffled it up. And I added those to the side in here. So just reusing stuff. I've been doing some snippet rolls, and I'm going to share some of that process with you. Actually, guys, I didn't even really know what a snippet roll was. I'm not up on all the lingo, but yeah, just using scraps and fabric in my own drawings. Oh, here's one of my fabric stars, and this is just a bunch of fabric. I made a masterboard. I sewed around it. I backed it up on some of that food coloring paper, and then I just like the hand stitch around it. Just is so pretty. I have been experimenting with drawing faces. Here's more of that napkin ruffled up. More of the napkin, and I just added some fabric. This is actually paper towel, and I had like spilled some cranberry juice. So I just used that to wipe it up, and then I let it dry, and then I just made a ruffle there. Same thing, here's a little cranberry juice, and then here's a little coffee. Another one of my drawings. This is another part of a snippet roll I made, and then I just added some of my own drawings and fodder, and just a bunch of scraps out of a magazine. These are really fun to make. These are just some really easy pockets. And what I did with some of these is I either took some of my painty papers and I just folded them and made a pocket, and then I hand stitched around them. Here's one of my whimsical cats, and then I left the opening so you can use that. You can tuck a journaling card or a tag in there. This one I made with some painty paper. I added some buttons. So you can make them as big, tall, as wide as you want. Just using your scraps. You could use scrapbook paper. This is just a page out of a garden book. And then I just added a button, added a little whimsical bird. And these are super easy to make. I'm going to share that with you at some point. And then it's just stamping on a piece of tissue paper. And then I just added this paint chip in there. Love these. You can use these. You can put something on the back and journal on them. Everybody has a story. I love that. Everybody does have their own story, and everybody's story is worth hearing. Here's part of a napkin. I thought that was just really pretty with this page. And here's more of that napkin that I just scrunched up. I literally just scrunched it up, glued it down, and then I rolled a little piece of paper bag for the center. So lots of just different ideas. Here's more of that napkin, and then one of my little cute whimsical cats. Let's see, more of that cool napkin. I try to journal every day or be artistic every day. And a journal like this, guys, is just perfect if maybe you don't have a lot of time and you just want to sit down, you want to have a journaling practice, and you just want to journal for, a couple minutes a day. You could just glue something down, draw something, Here's one of my whimsical owls, and I am going to be doing these. I think my next video, I'm going to be doing some of my whimsical fodder. Really easy to make. Let's see. Another one of those pockets. Oh, I love this little envelope. I just used this as a book page, and I didn't want to glue it down because I liked the pictures on both sides, the little frog. And this is just, I think out of a needlepoint book. Let's see, some more of my snippet roll. And then here's another book page, and this was just some really cheap stickers from the Dollar Tree, I think. And I just added them to this page, and this is just part of the sticker, the front of the stickers. I used them all up, so I just cut that up, sewed around it. Easy pocket ideas. Here is another whimsical cat I made, really easy. I'll share that with you at some point. More of my drawings. So just really just fun stuff in here. My doodles, my snippets, just adding more color, more collage. A lot of funness here. It's a little whimsical dog that I drew with little birds and a bird on his head and some hearts. So yeah, I've been playing around a lot in this paper bag journal. I love it. And then this is my latest one. So this is actually a trash journal. I created this from all trash. This is the cover here is a box, a cardboard box, and I had got some new paints, and I was just experimenting with the new paints. And I'm all about color, but for some reason I was feeling black and white. So I just put some black and white on here. I did add some napkin. It's a bird here. So I did do some stuff, and then I decided I wanted to add this cat. Here's more of that napkin with the food coloring, a little heart, just a bunch of cluster there. And then inside here, I filled it with paper sacks. Paper sacks that I had cut down to spray on or work on or for other projects. And the inside here, I lined with, this is an Amazon bag. I don't know if you guys ordered anything off of Amazon for Christmas. Like clothing came in some of these bags. So I had some family members save them because I thought they would be great. Maybe even journal covers or, for trash journals. So I just lined the inside of that with part of the bag. And then I just made some scrappy pockets. This is some wallpaper. Here's more of that napkin and just some fabric. Same thing with the back, just more wallpaper and fabric and part of that napkin. And then here's just one of my little whimsical dogs with birds. And I thought about adding him here, but I just thought he looked cute in the pocket. And yeah, so all of this in here is just paper sacks. I think there might be a little bit of junk mail. When I made this journal, I didn't really have any intentions what I was going to use it for. I thought I might do some drawing in here. And like I said, I've just been really in the drawing mode, and I've really wanted to work on faces. And it's really sort of interesting trying to draw on a paper sack. So that's been a little bit challenging, but I'm using what I have. So here's some more of these flowers I made, just scrunching up the back of the napkin. And I just experimented with some colored pencils. This is actually a scrap piece of paper. This is very messy. My colored pencils were kind of dull. So I would at some point like to go back and redraw this tiger and maybe use my watercolors or my acrylics. But this was just playing around, more flowers. This is part of a calendar. And then some of these I did add some really bright paints to, and then some of them I just left like grocery bag, just straight. This is another little whimsical cat I drew, and this was using some watercolor. Then I doodled on it. I drew some flowers. I love this. I was in the Volkswagen mood. I was thinking about back in my hippie days, and I never had a Volkswagen Bug. I do have a Volkswagen. It's not a Volkswagen Bug, but I love my Volkswagen, and I don't know, I've always loved the Volkswagen Bugs, and so I just drew this. This is me and little kitty taking a ride. I made the flower here, just having fun. Here's the kitty cat I drew. Just added some polka dots. And so this is interesting, working and drawing on a paper bag there, because we've got the lines of the bag and everything. More of that napkin. I did add a piece of file folder. So just a bunch of paper sacks in here. And I love how this girl turned out. I've really been wanting to get into drawing faces. This was actually quite challenging, drawing on this paper sack, because, you know, I have like the split here of the bag. But I used something I don't normally use. I used my pastel chalks, and I used some watercolor, and I used some acrylic, and I love how she turned out. Just playing around here. Here's another little snippet piece. More of my little fodder pieces I drew. Oh, I sketched out a girl here. You probably can't see it with the sun, but I am gonna fill her in, color her in. And I think I have one more drawing that I did. Oh, and then I drew this. This too was just playing around with the pastels. I would like to recreate this wolf again. It's not exactly how I wanted it to turn out, but that's okay, because I'm just tuning into my drawing skills and just really just having fun and practicing. So here's more of part of that calendar. And then I just sort of added some more pastel around there. So that is all that I have right now. So this is like my art trash journal. And it's been really kind of fun to create, and I love it. And just, you know, using recycled paper sacks. So guys, you can really use just what you have on hand. If you're interested in me showing you how to make something like this, let me know. Please leave comments down below. Like I said, be doing another trash journal. And I think I'll share the cover process and how I make the spine. And I will also be back with some videos on how to just make your own ephemera. I just might turn the camera on and show you how to make some easy owls and stuff like that. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you get outside today and enjoy some beautiful weather. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are at. And I hope you find some time to be creative. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.